Hello and welcome to the Embrace the Mud podcast. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what the journey looks like when you go from boundaryless people-pleasing behavior to being lovingly self-assertive in your relationships. So let's dive in. You are listening to the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, and life-giving relationships. Why focus on relationships? Because the quality of our intimate partnerships and close connections influences our health, happiness, and longevity more than anything else in our lives. Relationships matter a lot. So together, let's jump into the mud, aka our messy relationships, pull some weeds, plant some seeds, and create an enriching environment where strong relationships can take root. I am your grateful host, Dara Posner. I am a relational disaster working toward relational mastery. I am also a positive psychology coach, a relational mindset coach, a blogger, and now a podcaster. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Embrace the Mud podcast, where we discuss all things related to healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. If you are a fan of this podcast, please subscribe, follow, like, review, and share. Your engagement in this way is crucial to the success of the podcast, and I appreciate you taking just a few seconds to support my mission, which is to help people like you flourish in life and love. Have you ever found yourself constantly saying yes to your partner's requests, even when it meant sacrificing your own needs and desires? Do you struggle to assert yourself and communicate your boundaries effectively because you fear rejection or conflict? Navigating the journey from people-pleasing tendencies to healthy boundaries and authentic self-expression in a romantic relationship can feel really hard. People-pleasing is a common defense mechanism, but like all defense mechanisms, it's going to ultimately hinder your ability to experience deep connection and intimacy in your relationships. As a recovering boundaryless people pleaser myself, I understand the common journey all too well. It often begins with the realization that people pleasing isn't serving us and making a commitment to begin setting boundaries. However, in our eagerness to create boundaries, we may swing to the opposite extreme, becoming overly rigid and closed off when faced with behaviors we're not okay with. We may find ourselves giving up on the defense mechanism of having weak boundaries only to adopt a defense mechanism of being walled off and inaccessible. This pendulum swing from permissiveness to intolerance is a natural part of the process as we learn to set and enforce boundaries with love and compassion. However, it's not sustainable in the long run, as it ultimately blocks us from experiencing true connection and intimacy in our relationships. Instead, we have to strive to find a healthy balance, that sweet spot where we express our boundaries assertively, yet remain flexible, patient, and forgiving. Setting boundaries with love is essential in cultivating healthy relationships. It involves clearly communicating your needs and limits to your partner in a respectful and compassionate manner. Rather than viewing boundaries as barriers, you need to see them as necessary guidelines that promote mutual respect and understanding between you and your partner. Finding the balance between self-love and self-compassion with love and compassion for others is the key to navigating this journey. It's important to prioritize your own well-being and honor your needs while also remaining empathetic and considerate of your partner's feelings and perspectives. Remember, healthy boundaries are not about building walls, but rather creating a space where both partners feel safe, valued, and heard. And it is okay if you find yourself swinging between extremes as you work to establish healthy boundaries. This is all part of the learning process. However, it's essential to recognize when you've veered too far from center and take steps to realign yourself with a more balanced approach. This might involve practicing self-reflection or even seeking support from a therapist or a coach like me or a trusted friend, and being open to growth and change. Ultimately, the journey toward healthy boundaries and authentic self-expression in your relationship is ongoing. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to confront your fears and insecurities head-on. By approaching this journey with courage and compassion, you can create a relationship where love and intimacy can truly thrive, allowing both you and your partner to flourish. Are you a successful professional who is thriving in their career, but who feels like they're stumbling in the realm of relationships? Believe me, I understand. I have been there myself. That's why I'm excited to share something special with you. Here on the Embrace the Mud podcast, I'm diving deep into the world of relationships, but I also have a transformative 12-week coaching program just for you. It involves 12 virtual 50-minute sessions where we work together one-on-one to unlock the secrets to becoming confident relational masters. The program is all about understanding yourself and your needs, clarifying what you truly want, and mastering the fundamentals of creating healthy, joyful, life-giving relationships. So if you're tired of feeling uncertain, if you're ready to step into your power and cultivate the fulfilling connections you deserve, then my program is for you. Just head over to mudcoaching.com for more details and to schedule your discovery call. Let's start transforming your relationships and your life. You don't have to wait any longer. Your best relationships are just around the corner. All right, that brings us to the end of our episode for today. I hope you will accept today's invitation to reflect on your own journey with finding that balance between self-love and self-compassion and love and compassion for others as you move away from those people-pleasing tendencies and move toward being lovingly self-assertive. I will be back here very soon with another episode for you on the Embrace the Mud podcast. In the meantime, as always, please remember, you are wired for love and connection. You are capable of love and connection. You are worthy of love and connection. I'll see you soon.